Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Best of Beauty Week for 2023, where each day this week I share specific categories dedicated to the best of in luxury beauty for 2023. I'm Mo, which is short for Monique, and today it's all about eyeshadows and mascaras. I'm going to share the best stuff, the highest of quality, the top performing. Let's hydrate and begin. Welcome to day 5 in the Best of Beauty Week. We're going to talk about some eyeshadows, some good, solid, quality, amazing eyeshadows. I'm really excited to share them with you. So, as mentioned previously, I am doing things just a little bit different for the Best of Beauty Week this year. And, changing categories a bit, tweaking things around. And we have a new category. That's going to be our last day, our finale. I'm so excited. Now, usually in the Best of Beauty Week, throughout the week, I will have used best of eyeshadows to create my looks throughout the week. But for this year, I am using products and mostly eyeshadows that are newer to me. Today, I'm using this little guy from NatashaDenona. This is the Mini Trio Chrome. Many of you know me for my practical, easy, realistic, real world, everyday, easy makeup eyeshadow looks. But hear me out. Today's look is not that. I wanted to really have some fun with my makeup. This is something I'll probably be wearing for New Year's. This is something I'll probably wear one night when I'm going to dinner because I feel like it. Or this will be something I'll wear to the supermarket one day because I feel like it, okay? That's the best part about makeup, and especially when it comes to the eyeshadow. I feel like you can have so much fun with eyeshadow. So yeah, I use the NatashaDenona Mini Trio Chrome. The mini palettes, I like them. I think they're a great way to try NatashaDenona without committing to like a full palette if you're not into that, and they're great for travel. As always, timestamps are down below along with links to everything we talk about and everything I am wearing. Let's get into the best of eyeshadows. Let's talk about the Wild Meadows Eye Quartet by Chantecaille. Let's start off with the packaging. This is a professionally captured image that you open up to reveal 4 eyeshadows. This is really just a lovely set of colors. Very practical, very wearable. I got a lot of use out of this palette. I really like the color story on this. It's something that I wanted to reach for, and I was able to create really pretty wearable looks. And yes, there is color, but it's wearable color. And the formulation on these shadows, so nice. We've got Cream Infused Pearlescent Shimmer shade. This super creamy matte shade. Wonderful performance of the eyeshadows. They're creamy, they're buildable, they're pigmented. You have just enough color, all while keeping it soft and wearable. Really, really enjoyed this palette this year. This is still available on the Chantecaille site, and they are currently having a sale. Merit. This is the Solo Shadow. This is a cream to powder shadow. This is the shade Viper. It's a warm green. I'm going to tell you something about this. Now, again, I'm completely new to Merit. I had never tried any of their products prior. This cream eyeshadow does not budge. It stays. It doesn't crease, and it looks the exact way you apply it. It stays that way the whole entire time you wear it. With this cream eyeshadow, you can pick it up with a brush and apply it and be a little more sheer. This is also really fun to do wing liner with because you're getting that staying power. And if you go with like one of the colors, you can have a little bit of fun with color, all while not being too over the top. Just overall a solid performing product that is super easy to use, fuss-free, effortless type of makeup, and quite natural. As natural as a pretty green eyeshadow can be. CharlotteTilbury gave us these little guys. These are the Hypnotising Pop Shots. I have them in 2 colors. They're single eyeshadows, but they're super intense and so beautiful as one and done's. Super creamy. This shade is Ultraviolet. This is multi-dimensional. Like, look at that. Very pigmented. Ooh, do you see how intense and pretty? But here's what I love to do with this shadow. Take a fluffy brush and just lightly fluff it all over the lid. You get that wash of color, but it's still wearable, but it's still nice, and it was just so gorgeous. I love these so much. I don't know why we get it for 5 minutes and then it's gone because ooh. And then this color is Diamonds. Pillow Talk Diamonds? Diamonds? Yeah. This one is more of that pinky champagne. It is so pretty. And both of these, I would just wash of color on the lid, or if I want something a little bit more, I use my finger, pack them on the lid. They build so beautifully. They wear beautifully. And of course, we have to take a minute for the packaging. It's a single eyeshadow, but look at this little detail. Are you kidding me? It's so nice. If you look at them side by side, the diamonds, the texture, you can see it looks a bit more chunky, but it's not. It's super creamy and smooth when you apply it. I regret not getting more of these little guys. They are so gorgeous, and I wore them so much more than I thought I would. I have a quick little honorable mention that I'd like to share with you because I have something for you. So Valentino Beauty. This year, I tried a lot of Valentino Beauty, okay? This recent one is the color Flip, and it's in the shade When in Paris. So it is an eyeshadow that flips. So you have a top layer and a bottom layer of eyeshadow. These colors, surprisingly, I never thought that I would be gravitated towards wearing a red eyeshadow. This eyeshadow I cannot stop yapping on and on about. I've shared a dedicated video to this palette. I've created multiple looks with the palette. I've done TikToks with the palette. All of the things. I've really enjoyed the palette, but it's a newer palette to me, so I was not able to include it in this year's best of, but it is a great palette and one of the best. So I had to do it. I had to get one for one of you because I need you to experience it. I want you to enjoy it as much as I have. So I have, this is obviously mine, and here's one that I have for you. So this is brand new. It's in the packaging. Look how it's packaged. It's packaged so nicely. Okay. So I usually ask, I'll have everything, you know, details and all of that on how to enter to get it, to win it, down below in the description box. But I usually ask for your Instagram. This is just me wanting to share something with you. It's not, you know, anything more than that. But this is how I'm going to contact you and, you know, get information from you so that I can send it to you. So again, I'll have details down below in the description box, but I just really, really, really want you to enjoy this as much as I have. I think it's so, so beautiful. This is the Byredo Remembrance palette. When I first shared this palette with you earlier this year and created 5 looks in my dedicated video, I knew. Look at this color story. This color story is absolute perfection. And the formulation on this palette, you know, I see what Byredo does. They give us one of these big ones a year. What, you know, technically that's all we need, but you know, wow. I love these palettes so much. I loved the previous year's full eyeshadow palette. These are 18 eyeshadows. This is a color, the family of colors is what I like to call this, because everything works together so nicely in this palette. These shadows blend beautifully. They are pigmented. They are creamy. You can tell that they're super high quality. This shade here is so unique. It's like a purple with a bit of a silver undertone to it. It's so gorgeous. Look at it. Just look at that shade. Super creamy. Do you see that? Oh, so pretty. See how creamy and intense these shades are? And then I have to share the silver. There's 2 silvers in here. One that's a little more textured and not as intense, and then one that's like liquid metal. Okay, do you see this? Check that out. Here's the one that's not as intense, but still intense. And then here's the liquid metal. Look at that. I know. And then let me show you the gold. You have to see the gold. The gold is so pretty. Look at these. And these are just the special shades. But these are so creamy, so intense, so beautiful. And then all of the mattes perform so nicely. I'll swatch a couple of those for you too. These are lighter, these are darker. Do you see this color story? Oh yeah. Like again, I'm wearing a fun, bold look today, but you know I'm all about realistic, real life, wearing makeup that you'll want to reach for all the time. And this was one of those. Byredo Remembrance palette. I really hope in 2024 we get another one of these. Another brand that I recently started trying and using is bobbibrown. This product in particular, it's a newer one to me, but I had to include it. It's a classic. It's been around for a really long time. I don't know what took me so long to try it, but this is the Longwear Cream Shadow Stick. This shade in particular is Cinnamon. Just look how creamy this is. Now here's the best part. You can apply it directly to your lid, blend it with your finger, boom, go, done. You can go directly off of the actual eyeshadow stick with a brush, or you can apply it and then blend it with a brush. It just blends really, really nicely, applies and wears beautifully. It stays put, it doesn't crease. It just looks so beautiful. You can build it. They have a ton of colors. It's such an easy, effortless product. I could not mention it. Although technically I just started using it, but it's been around and been a classic and been a favorite by many, many, many. For good reason. NatashaDenona this year gave us a cool tone eyeshadow palette, all cool tones that are so easy to wear. This is the I Need a Nude eyeshadow palette. This has 15 brand new shades with multiple finishes. And let me tell you, every time I get a new NatashaDenona palette, I feel so inspired and I become like this new creative creature. Outstanding performance. Colors that are practical, and even if you didn't think you liked cool tones, try this palette. All of a sudden, oh wow, I can't understand how come I never used cool tone eyeshadow before. These special shades, they are so gorgeous. Look at these. Look at that. Do you see that? And it applies and looks just like that on the lids too. Some of these more special shades, yes, you're going to want to do your eye makeup before you do your face makeup because you'll get a little bit of fallout, but it's to be expected. Look at the type of shadow that you're applying. Really love the variety of the tones in this palette. And yes, again, it's a cool tone, but it's a wearable type of cool tone. I didn't think I was going to get on as well as I did with a cool tone. I heard cool tone, I was like, oh, okay. But then I was like, oh, it's NatashaDenona, so it's going to be good. NatashaDenona mattes, they're just so good. Just look at these shades. Oh, I really, really, really enjoyed this palette. It's just so easy to work with, so easy to go in and create a look. You can be dramatic, you can be soft and pretty, you can be just a little wash, you can do it all. And again, for a cool tone, you're not expecting what you're getting. It's just above and beyond. Look at these special shades. Ah, they're so gorgeous. This single from Chantecaille. Oh, just look at it. Ooh. But hold on a minute. Look at the packaging first. This is the Radiant Gold Eye Shimmer. It's truly a luxurious eyeshadow. It's shimmering and it adds a beautiful wash of color. It's pink, but it has shifts that go to gold. It's so gorgeous, and it truly just gives you that wash. I love going on the lid with a fluffy brush and this, and it just, you go with a little bit of bronzer in the crease or your favorite brown, whatever, and just wash this on the lid. So gorgeous. And every angle that the light hits it, you're getting a little something different. Gorgeous. The Chanel Lumière Graphique. I don't know what it is about this color story that just gets me. It's the tones. The tones are just so good. This is not your typical Chanel everyday wearable, soft and pretty, you know, sophistication kind of color story. This is more when you want more glam, when you have a occasion, a special occasion. It doesn't only have to be the holiday or New Year. It can be beyond. Use your eyeshadow, enjoy them. I love this color story, I really do, and the formula is beautiful. The only one that's a little not as creamy for obvious reasons, because I find this to be more of like a topper shade, is this one. This lightest shade here. It's a little bit more sparkly and there's a bit of fallout, but look how creamy and gorgeous and nice these shades are. And look at this black. Do you see all of the shimmer with the little silver specks? But they're so fine. You don't feel them. They're not messy. They're just so pretty. And then this shade here, it's a little bit, it's intense, it's beautiful, but it's a little bit more, but the texture is a bit different than the others. It's not as creamy as the others. It's a completely different formula. But they all perform beautifully. You can do one and dones, you can do soft glam, or you can be a little more bold. And I love that so much about this. This is definitely that palette. This is that girl when you want more. Chanel is giving you that wearable sophistication for when you're going out, right here in this palette. I have the 3 mascaras that were the hit for this year. Let's start off with Christian Louboutin. Let's just start off with the packaging. It makes a statement. It is gorgeous. It is heavy. It is luxe. It's a smaller one, so it allows you to get nice and close up on the base, the root of your lash, and wiggle your way up. It coats the lashes. It separates and lifts. And the best part, I mean, obviously the best part, is how it wears and how it builds and just how it performs. I have no issues with flaking, no irritation, just a true beautiful performing mascara. What's great is the lift and definition that it delivers every single time. Formula is very, very lightweight, super comfortable, and it doesn't feel like you're wearing mascara. And even when you build it up, it builds up really, really well. Now, every mascara that I share with you is something that I am willing to repurchase or already have. The Valentino, magnificent, smudge-proof, volumizing mascara. Now, if you don't know, here's what happened. Here's how this came about. This was not on my radar. I didn't even know that this was a thing, okay? I actually got sent some PR from Valentino, okay? And it included a sample size. Keep this in mind. A sample size of mascara. And I started using it. And from the moment I used it, from the first time I used it, I used that whole entire sample, the whole entire sample, until the sample was dry as a chip. There was no more mascara in the sample for me to get. So I purchased full size, and wow, this has been my go-to mascara. I love this mascara. Whenever I wear this mascara, I feel super confident, and I don't feel the need to wear false lashes because it gives so much healthy, good, realistic volume to your lashes. I don't have like special lashes in any way. I mean, it is a mascara I'm wearing today. It's not a clumpy volume. It's just a nice volume. And as you can see, this is obviously a more dramatic look. And I feel good wearing just a couple of coats of the Valentino because it lifts, it coats, it makes the lashes look great. And it wears well for long periods of time. No flaking, nothing. When I first saw the one, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna like that. Because I more so really like smaller wands, especially from my lower lash line. But the wand is actually really good. The bristles, the brush shape and design really coats and lifts the lashes in such a beautiful way. Volume, length, separation, just the wear time, everything. This is the mascara for me for 2023. Chantecaille Faux Cils Longest Lash Mascara. I will always have this mascara. I will always use this mascara. And the main reason is, other than how it performs, which I'll tell you in a minute, but this has peptides and good for your lashes ingredients that help it grow. Because at first I was using it, it's like, okay, I don't see anything yet. I'll just keep using it. I kept using it. Consistency. My lashes grew. My lashes were healthy. My lashes looked good. When your lashes look good without mascara, you're doing something right. So along with the peptides that help your lashes grow and be strong, this actually is a beautiful wearing mascara. Coats the lashes well, lifts the lashes, separates the lashes. All the things you want in a mascara, you're gonna get with this. But it is a little bit of a thicker wand. And the packaging on this, it's very simple. It's nothing over the top. The most over the top mascara I have is this one from Louboutin. But you're getting a true experience with that. But this is more of your true high quality performing. You're getting more than just a makeup product with this. Another thing about this Chantecaille mascara is when you apply it and you put on a couple of coats, it doesn't feel like when you go to touch it, it's soft. It's not crunchy and weird and spidery. I can't do that. But this mascara, most repurchased, most loved. I'll always have it and use it and recommend it. So those were the best of for 2023 when it came to eyeshadows and mascaras. Now don't forget, this year we've got a new category, so make sure you're subscribed and have your notifications turned on. I will see you tomorrow as we continue the best of Beauty Week for 2023. Stay beautiful, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.